Candlepin New Generation encourages kids to be active and enjoy candlepin bowling. Candlepin New Generation is made possible by Academy Lanes, New England's largest candlepin center. Visit academylanes.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
Candlepin New Generation, 15 to 18, semi-final showdown. He's Brian Rowe. I'm Rob Taylor. Let's start with the coin toss.
Coin toss it is.
Heads is the call. Oh, that's a good toss. It's still spinning. It's still spinning. It is heads. What did they call? I didn't remember. They called it? They called heads. Okay, good. Just checking.
Do you want to start with lane?
I'm glad you guys didn't think this through before the show. It's not like
Tim.
this is...
Guys first or girls first? I want girls to go first.
Girls first.
Girls first.
Okay, which lane would you guys like? You want to start on 3, so you'll finish on 4. Okay, so now that that's settled, we've got a match in which last year's 2 champions are going head-to-head against each other, and Aaron and Jamie. Why don't we start with Jamie?
Jamie, as you said, you won last year. Going up against your partner. Talk about what it's like bowling with him, and talk about how hungry you are to repeat as champion.
I like bowling with him a lot. It's always fun because I always try to say I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you. But sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's Candlepin, that's how it is. Yeah, that's basically.
Now, how bad do you want to repeat as champions?
I would love to be a champion again. Who wouldn't? You know what I mean?
She was saying
That's a good point, Brian. Who wouldn't? That was a pretty bad question.
I mean, all right, I'm sorry. She still has the trophy, which I said she better. Good.
Obviously, yeah. We put a lot
Do you
of time and
have
effort into that.
you have it in a certain spot, I assume?
Yep, on my shelf. Oh, and by the way, you know how I said I was going to get a dog? I got a dog.
No way.
What kind of dog did you get?
She's a lab and a beagle, and her name is Brandy. And
Is she illegal?
I guess you could say that.
What?
Illegal? A lab beagle.
Okay.
She's so cute.
Got it.
Lawyered.
Okay, got
What's
it.
her name?
Brandy.
How old is she?
She's a year now because I got her like the day after, basically.
Was she your prize for winning the tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was going to take the gift card and buy the dog.
We drove to Vermont, 8 hours away together in an ice storm. In an ice storm, I promise.
She better be the best legal ever.
Awesome.
Candlepin New Generation is giving animals homes now.
If she wins
Brian.
this year, she's getting a pony.
Eat your heart out, Bob Barker.
Heard it here first.
Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Tim, possibly the biggest goofball we have on the show.
Definitely.
What's going on, bud?
Nothing, just gonna bowl my game and see what happens.
How come you're always here and your brother's never?
Because I'm better than him.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. How you been bowling recently?
Good. I've been bowling 130s and 140s like nothing, so.
Like
Nothing?
nothing.
Like nothing.
Wow.
Ain't no big thing.
Wow. Well, I can't wait.
Pelchat just threw a 139 last week. That's the mark to beat
That's
right
the
now.
single.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
You going for it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's what's going on my side.
It's no
They're ready.
one- it's
They're
no-
ready to take down the team that's on fire over there.
Well, it's no 195 prediction from Tim Douglas.
It is no
but we'll take
195.
it. Olivia, you've had a little time off. Are you ready to go to get back in the thick of things here?
Yeah, I think so.
Any changes after last match you're making?
Just trying to fix those spare leaves.
You seem pretty close with your opponents here. What's it like facing your friends?
It's interesting because you know that even after this, you're still going to be friends, but the competitiveness is still there.
And you mentioned in your stat sheet that you've made a lot of friends through the show. How?
Just like from all the competitions I've been going to, I've met a bunch of great people.
It's awesome. It seems like we have a very tight-knit 15 to 18 age group, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
to me.
I think that happens a lot. I think it happened with us
Happened
back
with
in the
us, look at
day.
this. Yeah,
and
maybe we've got future hosts on this
Yeah,
show.
maybe you guys will have your own show.
Well, I mean, Aaron
Tim
would be
Douglas,
somebody who'd be
so
great
it's
at
been,
hosting a show, but you're bowling in this one. Any changes after the last match?
Nope, just do your job, and if you get a bad box, shake it off, start over again. You got 10 frames. Not one frame and done. It's 10 frames in the sport. That's why you don't give up, and you just do your job.
Any strategies to get into Jamie's head?
I'm not thinking about who I'm bowling with. I love bowling with Jamie. So it's not new, but I mean, I like bowling with her. So there's no pressure, no nothing. I like no pressure against both these guys. I have a lot of respect for both these bowlers. Both great people. I've known Timmy for over 5 years. When I started in the travel league, I just started knowing her, so it's a little different. But I've known Jamie for over almost 2 years now. But in the time I got to know her, it's been crazy. So how we've been bowling together, it's been crazy. And Timmy's a good guy too, and I'm looking forward to this match.
All right, we got 4 great contestants, so let's let them bowl against each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the death.
Let's bowl. Jaime Pingree in the lead on lane 4. Olivia Jones on lane 3.
There you go.
What is that? What just happened?
To leave.
Last match, Olivia
It's a
false
definition of
started, and I
Candlepin
think she
bowling.
wished she did this one. We gotta come up with a name for that. What should we call that? I call that main parent's teeth, Brian. I'm kidding, folks. I'm kidding. No main contestants in this episode, which is a shame. Tough starts for our ladies.
For those of you who are our loyal viewers and have been following
All
along,
4 of you.
we found out that Rob and I might not be palm trees.
You're correct. You're
Rob
correct.
might not be my palm tree.
I thought I was Brian's palm tree for a second, in
Yeah.
the same way that Jaime
Yeah.
is to Aaron.
Yep, but Jamie's nickname allegedly is Pine Tree, which Aaron calls Palm Tree.
And I think I figured out why.
Why?
It's because her last name is Pingree.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it didn't click.
yeah.
So Pingree went to Pine Tree, went to
Yeah.
Palm Tree.
Yeah.
So really, it's just Aaron mispronouncing a word.
Incorrectly. And now that means me and Rob are nothing again. Except bowling buddies.
Except bowl mates.
They're bowl mates.
A lot of bowl mates in this match. Jaime going for the 10. She's all over it. Olivia also going for the 10.
I can't wait until Jaime wins and gets her a horse.
Won't that be something? Well, your dad's a vet. He could service it, right?
Yeah, we can give him a pony.
Do you guys take care of many ponies?
Not many. I'll make an exception for Palm Tree.
Jaime buries the headpin on that one for a hammer. Nice ball by Pingree. And it just happened, Brian. It took 10 weeks. But Aaron, Jamie's opponent, just said, "Nice job, Jaime." I don't like that. I don't want kids cheering on each other. I want trash talk. I want insults.
I could be so wrong on this one, and please, you've been doing a great job all season. Correct me if I am. Was that our first ladies strike?
Ooh, you may be right. I think you might be right. I think you're right. And leave it to Pingree to do it. Last year's champion and extremely talented
Great
youth
bowler.
bowler. I
Yep.
believe she won.
She's a good interview.
Portsmouth. I thought she won Portsmouth.
She hit a 382, and that's her bowling accomplishment. Is her 382. I feel like if she won Portsmouth, that might be her highest accomplishment.
Nice ball by Jones.
We can make a
Strong
note
crowd
and we
support.
can ask her.
Oh, genius. Yeah, you're right. I forgot we talked to the kids.
Only if she wins.
Jaime plows straight through the headpin, nothing to show for it. Jones, meanwhile, picking up the spare. We got a nice little back and forth action early on with our ladies. What an out! There it is. Pingree with a pretty 10. And so 11 pins the difference early. Olivia looking to chip into it. Let's learn about our contestants. Mashed potatoes, the favorite food of Jaime Pingree.
Yep.
Cat in the Hat, the favorite movie.
Yeah. Hey, how come we don't ask her their favorite book?
You're right.
Do we not encourage
guess.
youth reading?
I mean, you should see my students, Brian.
I don't know what that means.
No, there doesn't seem to be much pleasure reading anymore
Really?
these days. Yeah.
It's too bad.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna say her favorite book is Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat is a classic.
Yeah, yeah.
I prefer. I was watching a Disney movie the other day. What was it? It was the elephant one. Horton Hears a Who.
Horton Hears a Who.
That's a great story.
Sure.
That's such a cool story. What a concept. That Dr. Seuss guy, he was a genius.
Cat in the Hat was kind of a terrible person.
Was it?
Yeah, you just went and partied in your house and didn't pick
you're
up
right.
after.
That's right. 53-48 the score in this game in favor of Pingree and Douglas. Douglas here in the red, Fontaine in the purple.
We're gonna have a good time with Douglas's stat sheet.
Should we start now or should we sprinkle it throughout the episode?
I'm gonna start, but I'm not gonna finish.
Please.
Nickname: Tim Nasty.
Love it.
Don't even know what it means.
Nice ball, Aaron. Come on, all over it.
Single, 161.
Respectable.
I should have said single, probably.
You can ask Scott in your interview with him. Are you kidding me? You should go straight to the best part, and I think you'll reveal that Tim is a catch. Oh, just off is Aaron Fontaine.
Favorite movie: Ted, classic.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Favorite song: Sorry. Justin Bieber.
That'll win the hearts of the ladies.
Yep. And one of his hobbies is bridge jumping.
Bridge jumping.
Which I can only assume means he jumps off bridges.
Talk about polar opposites. So you're going to go Candlepin bowl in the morning, and then you're going to go jump off a bridge in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And his hidden talent is doing dangerous bridge jumping tricks. Which I think bridge jumping alone is dangerous.
I think just jumping off the bridge is impressive. I think doing tricks on the way down
it's just
over.
Crazy.
I mean, so you're going to flip a few times?
Yeah, I assume it's a flip.
Gravity.
Maybe
natural.
a swan dive.
Tim going to try to pull off a trick here, the high-low jack. A lot of wood in the back, and he picks it up. Pretty shot. A little energy from Mr. Douglas. Very nice.
Oh,
Fontaine, meanwhile, looking at a brutal spread eagle.
Could you say Tim Douglas is the Rob Gronkowski of Candlepin bowling?
Ooh, I like where you're going with that.
He's not as jacked.
A lot of energy, though.
A lot of energy.
I could see...
Pretty goofy.
I could see Tim...
Pretty goofy.
Making a mark, taking the ball, and just spiking
Sure, absolutely.
Which I've been waiting 13 seasons to see. Still nothing, but may we someday see a bowling ball spiked into the ground. I don't think the fine folks at Academy Lanes would be happy about that.
No, they would not be, but we would, and it makes for great television.
Right. And so Tim filling it with 6, beefing the lead up to 11. Fontaine just off, but he's got him in a nice little cluster there.
Fontaine's been on about almost, I'm going to say that we got it rolling last year on a magical run of about a year.
Sounds right. Yeah,
Started last year, just came back onto the Candlepin bowling scene out of nowhere. Going monster games in Portsmouth.
It was 4 years ago that he won the Pro Kid tournament with Dave Barber as the #1 seed. I'm not sure he won. He was definitely the 1 seed. And then you're right. He went off the radar. As you said, I think he kind of pulled a Bruce Wayne, went into a cave.
Wow.
Started training. And now here he is.
Batman.
Taking names.
Batman.
Fontaine with the nickname of Swag.
Really?
Swag Fontaine. It's a good nickname. I'm
It
not
is
sure
a good
it
nickname.
fits.
I don't know if it fits.
I don't know if I feel swag.
I don't know. Which is weird because he comes from a family that's known for their nicknames.
True. Fontaine's struggling to get started here, but maybe that backdoor action is all it takes. Sometimes one break, and that kind of gets you going a little bit.
Timmy is looking over his shot.
I'm thinking you just got to play that wood in the front, right?
Maybe he was waiting for bowling balls.
Bounce it around.
He's listening to someone talking behind him. I don't know who it is. He's probably listening to Scott.
I hope not.
Me too.
That seems like a bad idea. Tim, what an idea.
Wow.
Goes for the cap. Great effort. Fontaine, meanwhile, really just has to pick up the 4 horsemen here. The wood in the back should clear the 8.
Just buy it. Or he might steal it. Nope.
So tough rocky start for Fontaine. You're going to look at them as a potential favorite in this age group, especially for those teams that did not get buys. Fontaine with the 9 out. So 12 pins of difference in this match.
Why do you consider them a favorite when they're a 3 seed? Just because of who they are?
In the tournament, I think, as we said, Aaron, nobody hotter right now, and Olivia Jones is a strong, consistent bowler. So yeah.
I'm excited to see the 1 seeds next week.
Yeah, it's nice to always...
To see what actually kept Aaron from it.
We kind of hide the 1 seeds from the folks at home. We like to save them to give people reason to watch.
Yep.
In the qualifying tournaments...
We don't have to do this now if you don't want
I
to.
don't want to do it now. I'm in the mood.
You're doing 1 seeds? You're talking about Aaron.
Well, so Jaime Pingree finished with a 332 total. She also threw a 327, so she qualified with both the 2nd and 3rd highest scores in qualifying. On the boys' side, Aaron Fontaine tossed a 349. He was 12 pins off the pace set by Austin Barnes, a newcomer to the show, coming in at the #1 seed.
He's been bowling for a while, though. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And then Tim Douglas, 7 pins ahead of Fontaine in the qualifying with a 356.
Some close ones.
It's worth noting that Fontaine went 349 and 346. Some very consistent performances from him in the qualifying rounds. In this match, he's a little off that pace. They're down 12. And so Jaime Pingree looking to put a little distance between her and last year's partner.
A rare markless half for Aaron Fontaine.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments he makes.
Only one for the team.
A bit of a slow start in this match. And so as we take a moment here, we have the chance for our viewer-submitted question of the week as Jones goes through the headpin. Pingree with a nice spare leave. This question comes from Leah in Boston. Leah says, love that you're now doing coin tosses to decide who goes first. Thank you, Leah. As Pingree picks up a beautiful triangle. Leah's question is, who is your favorite Disney princess, now that we're giving a little more love to the ladies?
What would you have to say on this one? I answer the question first all the time. I want to hear you answer the question first.
I'm a feminist, Ryan, and so I think it's all garbage. That's my take. I think it's infecting the young minds of girls with princess aspirations. But Ariel any day of the week.
But the correct answer is Jasmine.
No way.
Yeah, it's Jasmine. It is. It's Princess Jasmine. I don't even talk about it. I'm not even getting into the debate with you.
Okay, fair enough. Pingree with 5.
She had a tiger.
Okay, I didn't think about that. Ariel had Sebastian.
You can't live underwater.
I would for Ariel. Pingree looking to make a difficult shot. Great effort. Well, thank you for such a thought-provoking question, Leah.
Yeah, thank you, Leah.
And we appreciate your viewership of the program.
I like these questions from the fans.
I think this was a fun segment. I think it's nice for us to talk back to the community.
Sure.
I think we have a tendency to isolate ourselves.
Absolutely.
And, I think it's nice to kind of give back to the people who make the show possible.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we say thank you at the end of every episode. That's why FranklinTV ends with thanks for watching.
So without them, who would we be?
That's right. Olivia off the headpin, but with a very makeable spare leave. Pingree as well. I feel like we're hitting a little lull here. We're hitting that mid-afternoon.
Oh, man,
It sometimes comes.
Sure.
Oh, well, Pingree says, what lull? Beautiful spare. And Pingree is quietly surging.
Are you proud that I talked to a bogey lanes contestant and I didn't ask her about bogey?
I'm in shock. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know we did endorsement deals now. But power to you.
Well, I mean, you don't pay me, so I gotta get it somewhere.
I am absolutely willing to sell endorsements on my name. Call me. Pingree with the big 7 fill. And this match is slowly creeping away. Pingree's consistent performance. He's at 93 and a ball for 8, and she picks up another mark. Pingree heating up. Jones looking for the outs.
We got a little of that classic bogey coaching going on as John Blaze.
John Blaze sneaks down, whispers a little something into Aaron's ear.
Yep.
And Aaron's gonna need it to catch this bogey contestant. The lead is now 29 in favor of Pingree and Douglas, and the ball. Jones veers right. Pingree, no luck.
I mean, that's kind of what the Olivia Aaron team needed.
So Jones goes off. Jones.
Wow.
Great bid. Jones struggled a bit out there today.
What's Pingree's average?
1 mark earlier. Olivia's average is 97.
Pingree's, so that's for Jamie.
Oh, forgive me.
105.
And I believe Jaime hasn't been bowling that long. She finishes with a 115. Olivia Jones 88. 36 pins the difference. 34 pins the difference, corrected by, was that David Jones?
Yeah, it was David Jones' locker back there.
Mr. Jones. And so Aaron Fontaine's going to need to spark a huge comeback here.
And if anyone can do it, it's him, right?
Absolutely true. The crowd goes hushed. I feel like this first box always makes a huge impact. If you throw a mark up there, you get in the other person's head.
Yeah. You want to get off to a good start. You don't want to, when you throw it first, you don't feel like time's running out. After the first one goes, all of a sudden you're like, I only got 4 left, I only got 3 left, I only got 2 left, and you throw that one right out the gate, and you feel like you're smooth rolling, you got plenty of time.
That is the start you want if you're on the other side. Yep. Tim Douglas with a dagger.
Big fist pump.
And that's
gonna
make things extremely difficult for Fontaine. Douglas with a beautiful shot that extends the lead to 35, and so now you got to start thinking strikes if you're a Fontaine. Which means you gotta be thinking Mondays.
You might have to mark out even.
I don't even think that'll do it when you're down.
No?
You're down 40, you gotta gain 10 a box. That would take a heck of a run.
Fine.
Fontaine looking to get a little help from the lanes. Douglas straight through.
He was looking for the dagger. Although that'll go. We could see a very pretty shot from Tim Douglas here that seals this match early.
Fontaine with a beautiful read.
Needs that.
Nice shot by Aaron. Tim with a great bid. Will it catch it? Nice try.
Good try.
I teased Aaron about this earlier about running your own show. He lists broadcasting and sports writing as hobbies and interests. And it makes sense. He's very well spoken.
He's good behind the mic. Tim, I knew it the whole way.
He makes his interviews are so easy. I should have given them to you.
Wow, I don't know what that means.
There's still pine trees, palm trees,
Still palm trees.
Pingrees.
I wasn't passing up on the opportunity to interview Tim Douglas.
And so Fontaine, again, you gotta be thinking strikes.
Wow, he was thinking it all right.
He was thinking it. We were all thinking it. Fontaine, of course, the proud grandson of Tom Olsta, who threw a triple strike in the last box of a match to win by 1. That might be what it takes here.
Is that every bowler's dream?
Yes.
Triple strike to win by 1 in
Yes.
the 10th box.
Absolutely. So Aaron waiting it out, waiting for his shot. All over it. So the match may feel out of reach, but Fontaine putting on a clinic. What a shot by
Tim
Douglas.
didn't even know.
He couldn't even believe it.
Yeah, he's
his head was on his
they
hands.
high five.
Let's take another look at that shot. Tim Douglas picking up a 2-in-1 split. I think it's the ball that runs over and catches the 7.
They high five though.
I know. Well, we can't have it all. We can have good bowling, and if good sportsmanship has to come with it. No, not so be it. I won't stand for it.
No, me either.
Fontaine on the head pin. And a tough shot. Douglas.
Wow.
Oh, if he makes this, he's going to get excited.
Yeah. If he makes this, I'll break out the
Get the megaphone?
get the megaphone out.
We haven't seen the megaphone in a few weeks. Fontaine. Nice try.
That's a good bid. Put the ball where it needed to be.
Nearly
Can you
cut the
imagine?
8 into the 5.
If that fell into the 5 and the
And
5 went over and tripped up the 10.
That would have been cool.
Barely touched the pin and he converts it.
Be awesome.
Finish.
I've got to say, you can see Aaron Fontaine's talent evident in the string. He gets off to a tough start, makes a couple key adjustments, figures it out in the second half. It looks like he's just going to run out of time.
Mentally tough. Doesn't
You know,
let a
it's a
couple marks thrown against him get him out of the game.
And it's a shame we can't let these kids bowl more than one string. So I'd like to see a round 2 of this matchup.
That one just got away.
And you've got to give a lot of credit to Jaime and Tim. A consistent effort. Both contestants bowling extremely well.
Are gonna need someone to go get that.
Kyle, you want to get it?
Get over.
Kyle McCarthy,
Kyle
the Pilgrim
McCarthy.
Lanes native, running down the wood
Good form.
as we violate child labor laws here on FranklinTV.
It's all right.
Kyle gets the pin, gets a much bigger applause than Billy Bloom did.
Billy Bloom got nothing.
Billy went home. By home, I meant to his job. Quality work by Kyle McCarthy.
Thank you, Kyle.
I'm pretty sure we'll see him on the show
Eventually.
in future years.
Yeah. Who's bumping beats right now? We're trying to bowl over here.
Believe it or not, Academy Lanes is doing more than just our show today.
Really?
48 lane house, so 36 of them are dedicated to non-new generation activities, and I think some of that involves music. It was a pleasure of a match to watch. The final score, 228 to 192.
Look at that.
Some good sportsmanship
The,
from our contestants.
The rain has ended for now.
Let's talk to our winners, Tim Douglas and Jaime Pingree. We are here with our winners, Jaime Pingree and Tim Douglas. We will start with Jaime, who had the high score of the match, 115. You were pulling great out there. Take me through it.
Basically, I was throwing my ball the best I could. I try to say it's just me in the lane and the pins, because if you let everything get to your head, then we all know how that goes.
And
so just bowl your game and hope it works out.
And it definitely worked out. You picked up some great spares in there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like spares are a strong part of your game?
That That's debatable because it's Candlepin, like I said earlier. Everybody has their days where some days you're on, some days you're off, and it's just, if I can pick them, I'm happy, but sometimes you just can't pick them all.
And am I incorrect? And when did you start bowling?
Last September.
That's amazing.
That is
Last
amazing.
September?
Yeah, 105 average into that.
That's an insane amount of improvement in just a year. How frequently do you bowl? How often do you practice?
I bowl every single day. Every single day.
It's like that Tom Brady commercial.
Except for Mondays, because we're closed on Mondays.
Oh, so you're lying. It's not every single day.
In the summer, we're open on Mondays, so every day.
That's how you do it. If you want to get that good that fast, Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hour
You just got to
rule.
put in the time.
Put the
and
time
Jamie's
in.
putting in the time.
Put the time in.
Talk to Tim, I think.
Tim, I want to say that as a team, you guys were on fire, but you're not as on fire as your shoes. Can we get them?
Hold
Can we
them
get them
up,
up
hold
here
them
real
up, hold
quick?
them
Toss them up.
There you go. Oh,
Look at
wow.
those things. Wow. Style.
Blinding.
Well, let's talk about the match. You had a pretty big lead, 30 or so pins.
Yep.
Aaron started to mount a little comeback. You know, if anyone could do it, it's Aaron. And you had a mark in the 8th that even you seemed shocked about.
I was.
Talk about it.
I didn't expect it to go. I just threw it out there and see what happened, and it went.
And then how do you do your best to keep yourself in the moment and make sure you don't let Aaron really fulfill that comeback?
Just take my time, take a breath, and just bowl and see what happened.
And you bowled fantastic, even though you did get beat by your partner. You're gonna have to try a little harder.
Yeah, I do on the championship match.
Who we got? We got the winner of
Next week, which is that all bogey, all pilgrim showdown. So we're seeing Mike Pelchat again. We are seeing Austin Barnes for the first time.
You know a couple of those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them bowl.
So what do you think?
I did throw better than I did right now.
You gonna scout the competition a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to the championship match for sure. We got a great team in here that's gonna be in it.
We're also seeing next week Kyla Lamoth versus Becky Halbadal, 2 bogey natives. Predicts the match for me.
I can't predict that, honestly. Just, like I said, it's Candlepin. Either sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't, and then either you're on or you're off, or you just can't predict a Candlepin game.
Maybe we should just flip a coin instead of bowling.
And not bowl. We got the coin flipping down.
So we got this down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're coming to you from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts, and we are working with the wonderful FranklinTV crew. He is Brian Rowe. I'm Rob Taylor. Thank you for watching another awesome episode of Candlepin New Generation.
Candlepin New Generation encourages kids to be active and enjoy candlepin bowling. Candlepin New Generation is made possible by Academy Lanes, New England's largest candlepin center. Visit academylanes.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.